Oh man, what a what a Sunday, full of amazing games, and what a pathetic Monday night game. Once again, that my Broncos have to be a part of. Uh, let's just get into it, man. There's a lot to unfold here. Let's let's go off with Thursday's game with the Bears and the Commanders. That game was if you watch that game like on purpose, you had absolutely nothing to do on Thursday because you weren't going to catch me watching this game. I love watching the NFL. I love watching football. But you're not going to catch me watching this game. I walked in, I think, during the second quarter. Towards the end of it, it was 0-0 still. I'm like, okay, yeah, not watching this game. The Bears are just completely trash, as expected. I mean, there's nothing that they can do offensively. They're just a mess. Receivers can't catch. Fields is getting sacked consistently every play. And I mean, that's just ultimately what made them lose the game. But the Commanders just, played decent enough to win the game. It's not like they blew them out or made any crazy plays. But yeah, pretty boring game. If you watched it, hats off to you. Vikings and the Dolphins, as expected, Tua didn't play. Teddy Bridgewater also didn't play, I believe. Or did he play? Can't remember if he played or not. I'm not sure if he did. If he did play, he did play. He didn't do good. I mean, he had 2 picks, 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. You basically didn't do anything if you put up those type of numbers. The run game was just not there from what I see by the stat line. I didn't watch this game, but I know that Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle were going crazy in terms of yards. I think they had like 300 yards. No. Yeah, about 300 yards combined. That's pretty crazy. They just kind of balled out, but it looks like, I mean, Dolphins are lucky that Tua's coming back because this team can't function without them. I mean, you can't function with Teddy Bridgewater anyway, but Tua definitely helps that situation. The Vikings, they did just enough. They didn't really do anything crazy. Justin Jefferson, getting that 100-yard game. He is just, I don't know how to really grade Justin Jefferson because he can get 20 yards a game or have like 150 for 2 touchdowns. It's kind of, he's hit or miss depending on who's guarding him that week. But yeah, Patriots and the Browns. The Patriots, man, this quarterback that the Patriots found in the dirt, old Bailey Zappi, just balled out on the Browns. This man had 300 yards and 2 TDs. I mean, crazy. Give the man some credit. I don't know how he was the 3rd string. Like, but watching some of those highlights makes me wonder why he's not above Mac Jones, honestly. But, man, they got themselves a potential quarterback there. Not gonna lie. The Browns, they just unfortunately couldn't get anything in the run game. If the run game doesn't work for the Browns, they're not gonna do, they're not gonna win the game. And that's just how their offense works. Especially when you have Jacoby Brissett. maybe, when Deshaun gets there, if the run game isn't going, he can start making some plays. But, if the run game doesn't work right now, you're not going to win the game. And the Browns couldn't get it going, so ultimately they lost. But, that's not the reason why they lost the game. Bailey Zappi just, he won them that game, to be honest. 49ers and the Falcons, man. I can't believe the 49ers defense just let Marcus Mariota ball out. I mean, there's no reason for him to put up those numbers. Jimmy G, 2 turnovers. I mean, you can't lose to the Falcons, man. You just can't lose to Marcus Mariota. You just can't do that. But, I still think the 49ers are a decent team, It's hard to say that because they have Jimmy G right now, but they got the pieces. You just can't really see them shine right now. Buccaneers and the Steelers. I can't believe the Steelers just made Tom Brady look trash. I mean, they couldn't convert any type of drives to get some good touchdowns. And I mean, the Steelers, they had Trubisky and Pickett, both of them, and they both threw touchdowns. It's incredible. The Steelers just made plays. I mean, you made plays. You beat the Bucks, and they made enough plays to beat them. Pretty unfortunate for the Bucks. I mean, you look at their roster and it's loaded with veterans, star players. You shouldn't lose to the Steelers in this, especially in this game. No excuse. Bengals and the Saints, a lot closer than I expected. The Saints held their own, honestly. I was very surprised. Joe Burrow actually played really good this game. He had 3 touchdowns. Jamar Chase balled out. I know people who have him on fantasy were very pleased with his performance because he put up at least, 20 points? Maybe 25 points in fantasy. So if you had him, most likely you won that week. But, I don't like Joe Burrow, but, he balled out this game. The defense for the Bengals almost made him lose this game because the Saints were just moving the ball at will in the run game. They need to pick that up. There was almost... you just can't. They had so many rushing yards. The Saints had 228 rushing yards against the Bengals defense. That's horrible. Horrible. You got to fix that because you're not winning any games with teams running that many yards. But because Joe Burrow and the offense were getting points, things like that can happen and you can still win the game. So, Saints, I don't know. You got to be better, especially on the defense. But like I said, the Bengals do have a very underrated, I feel like, receiving core of trio, including the tight end. So it's a little bit difficult to hold them under points like that, but you got to find a way. You can't let them score 30 points. You just can't. If you let them do that, Saints offense is not going to score that many. Can't keep up. Ravens and the Giants. This is the game that I watched at 12. And I don't know what is with the Ravens. They are choking every lead. I mean, they're choking every single lead they have. And, man, I'm not going to say that Lamar Jackson played a bad game, because I don't think he did. He had a very, very bad interception, though. Very costly. I mean, it was bad. A very bad interception that kind of almost lost them the game, but they shouldn't have been in that position to begin with. Kenyon Drake was balling out. Could have swore he was on the Raiders, but I guess they moved him to the Ravens, and man, he was just getting chunk plays after chunk plays. He was averaging like 12 yards a carry at one point. So pretty good. Mark Andrews, best tight end in the league, put up 100. Got a TD. Nothing more you can ask for him. Big body. Gotta love it. Justin Tucker. I mean, he didn't really get in a position to win the game, unfortunately. But, best believe he would have hit it. And then you go to the Giants, bro. Daniel Jones, smart football. No turnovers. Saquon did his job. Got the chunk plays needed. Get short third downs, stuff like that. So, I mean, what more can you ask? The Giants literally have, in my opinion, a top 3 worst receiving core in the league. And the fact that they're winning games is so impressive to me, because these receivers on their team are just awful. Like, they're so bad. You give the Giants some good receivers, and they're low-key a scary offense. But, I mean, what more can you ask? Just shout out to the Giants, man. 5-1. Man, they are a sleeper team. Jets and the Packers, man. I thought this game was going to be close. And, I mean, the Packers offense looks in shambles. There's no help. There's no plays. There's a lack of execution all over the field. And it's pathetic to watch. It doesn't look like Aaron Rodgers is playing at any high level right now. But he also has one of the worst receiving cores in the league. But the Jets, I mean, they didn't do anything crazy this game. It's just the fact that they got a free touchdown off of the special team block punt. Will Parks. Shout out Will Parks. Breece Hall. I really enjoy his play style. He's a very tall, but I don't know. He's a strange running back. He's not like crazy strong. He's not like lightning fast. He has an average build with average skills. But, I mean, he's just making plays. I am really impressed with him. The Jets have a very good young roster. They made some amazing picks in the recent drafts. Quentin Williams is finally becoming a good defensive tackle. He was all after Aaron Rodgers. I mean, destroyed their offensive line. And they got that one good corner too. What's his name? Gardner? Sauce Gardner? You know, kind of a sleeper rookie. He's going to be pretty good in the league. I'll tell you that. Man, the Jaguars and the Colts. This game was a lot closer and had a lot more points than I was expecting. The Jaguars offense, I mean, it's the exact same. There's no one on this team that is blowing me away. Their running backs, trash. Their receiving core, trash. Like, Trevor Lawrence got thrown in one of the worst dumpster fires in a long time. So, unfortunately, he has to be part of that. And, he has to kind of ride the wave, get over that hump, get some help, and the Jags can be pretty good. Until then, I mean, this is a pathetic team. Matt Ryan, if you look at his stats, you're like, oh, he did pretty good. People don't realize that he threw 58 times. 58 times. That's insane. He threw 3 touchdowns. They ran the ball 16 times between 3 running backs. And they ran it 16 times. It's incredible. Oh, man. The Colts, dude. 2-game win streak for the Colts. But they got the job done. It's all you ask as a Colts fan. Man, the Cardinals and the Seahawks, man. I cannot believe that the Cardinals put up 9 points against the Seahawks defense. 9 points. I mean, they couldn't score a touchdown against the Seahawks. I mean, that's pathetic. As much as I hate to, credit the Seahawks, they just played amazing defense. Ran the ball effectively. Gave Geno Smith the easy plays that you always need. And, that's all you can really ask for. With, with these type of games, it's kind of just what you need for a trash quarterback to do, But, man, I hate the Seahawks. I hate them. Let's see what, they're going to do in the future. I don't think they're going to do anything with Geno Smith, but, let's just see. And the Cardinals. Man. Let me just talk about how horrible they played this game, actually, before we go on to the next team. Kyler Murray did not step up. He didn't make any plays. He was getting sacked like crazy. Offensive line wasn't doing anything. Run game was non-existent. Kyler Murray was actually running for his life the whole game. He had to run so much. He led the team in rushing with man, dude. Kyler Murray has to do everything on this offense by himself. So, until Zach Ertz or D-Hop when he comes back, newly acquired Robbie Anderson, they got to make plays because Kyler Murray is literally playing by himself almost at this point. And you can't do that. Team sport. You got to help out the quarterback. I still have high hopes for the Cardinals, though. Their defense needs to play better. But their offense has the capability of scoring at least 30 points a game. They just need to do it. Panthers and the Rams, man. A lot closer than expected. The Panthers were like winning, I believe, in a certain point of this game. They were winning at half, 10-7. And I didn't realize how much drama is on this team right now. Like, I had no idea Robbie Anderson was feeling some type of way. They just kicked that man off the team, basically. Forced himself out. I mean, he's pissed. Can you blame him? And, I mean, what else can you ask? I mean, he's pissed. He's had Sam Darnold twice. Baker Mayfield. Cam Newton. I mean, he's pissed. He has not had a quarterback throw him the football in the entire time he's been in the league. I think he's actually had Geno Smith at one point. So, I don't like how he went about it, but, when you're pissed, you're pissed. You want to be on a good team. You want to win. That's what the whole point. But I don't like the way he went about it. But, he's going to go to the Cardinals, help out that offense get going. And we're going to see. We're going to see how he's going to fit their scheme. It's going to be kind of cool. But the Panthers, man, I mean, they didn't even get anything really back for him. They got like a 6th round pick, a 7th round pick. I don't even know. I thought Sam Darnold was going to play this game. And then I looked while I was looking at the highlights. And he's on IR. So they had PJ Walker play. So, I mean, they were doomed from the start. But the fact that they went into the first half with 3 points above the Rams, kind of impressive. And pretty pathetic by the Rams. But, the Rams roster, significantly more stacked than the Panthers. So, longevity of the game, they were able to hold out and just kind of, pull out the dub. Matthew Stafford, man. I never thought he was good. Even last year, never thought he was that good. He is having a horrible year. Horrible year. The run game, also non-existent on the Rams. I swear the Rams have like 5 running backs that play every game. And they're just never good. So, very strange running back core that they don't utilize correctly. A lot closer than I expected, right? The Panthers almost pulled it off. Almost. They didn't score in the second half. Can't win a lot of games when you do that. But if they would have kind of just held their own, it could have been a pretty close game. Man, dude. The Bills and the Chiefs. What a beautiful game. I watched this game, and it was back and forth, start to finish. The second quarter, there was like 4 minutes left, and that's like when all the points were scored for the first half in those like last little minutes. And It was just a really good game, really good back and forth. Josh Allen put up amazing numbers. I mean, what else can you ask? He put up like 75% completion, 3 TDs, ran for, I mean, he's Josh Allen. I don't have to explain what Josh Allen does. Stephon Diggs had like 100 yards before the second quarter, I think, or something like that. He was balling out. Chiefs made adjustments, kind of were double teaming him for the second half, so he was kind of limited that second half just because of the double teams. Gabe Davis, man, he's going to get a bag at the end of the season, whether it be with the Bills or someone else. He's getting a bag. He is consistently getting open. He's averaging at least probably, 15, 20 yards a catch. He fits the scheme. Amazing for the Bills. And like I said, I think the Bills have the best receiving core. They have weapons, and each receiver has skills for this offense. Just utilizes everybody the correct way, and this is why they have such an amazing roster. They don't have the best players, but each player fits the scheme perfectly. The running game, Devin Singletary, my bad. He needs to, he needs to be more consistent. He had a good game, but I don't think he's going to have a good game next week, regardless of who they play. I just don't think he's going to have a good game. He's too inconsistent. Also with James Cook, Dalvin Cook's brother. I mean, he's not good. I'm going to say it straight up. He's just not good. I think everyone wants him to be good because they just, like Dalvin Cook. But he is not good. Don't trick yourself. Because if you watch him play, he doesn't play the running back position like you would want an NFL running back to. He's still playing it like it's college. Yeah, he's a rookie. I understand. But he's doing really stupid things. He needs to get the ball, fall forward. He's like trying to just be elusive, go to the outside. He ends up losing yards, like way too much. And, he doesn't get touches because of that. You're not going to get carries if you keep doing the same thing. They need to pick it up. He needs to pick it up because it's pathetic. The Chiefs, man. Mahomes, 2 picks. That's what really lost him the game. He threw that one when he was like on the 5-yard line. Very costly. Very costly. Very careless throw. But, luckily the run game was non-existent this game. The Bills' defense was locked down in the run game. Von Miller, 2 sacks on Patrick Mahomes. On both, I think both were on 3rd down. Super huge. So, perfect timing on those. The Bills definitely needed those to help them. Well, I think one of them actually got the Chiefs out of field goal range, if I'm not mistaken. And another one came in the 4th quarter, which was also clutch. Von Miller, still has a little juice. So, luckily, Juju Smith finally had some yards. I feel like I haven't heard his name called the entire year. He had a pretty good game, but he had a really stupid penalty. He had like a 20 or 30 yard catch, had a horrible penalty, and like, it's hilarious. It was a weak penalty though. It was like a weak taunting penalty or unsportsmanlike conduct or something like that. Super weak, but it's just funny how, you don't hear from him, and then when you do, he does something stupid, Man, it was just a down to the wire game though, and luckily the Bills just stepped up, made a huge play, forced Mahomes out. Von Miller was double teamed, broke it, forced Mahomes to roll out the pocket, and Mahomes tried to do, an ESPN top 10 play of the week type play, ends up throwing a pick, losing the game. Classic. Loved it. Loved every second of it. Bills 5-1, Chiefs 4-2. I was really excited when I saw that the Chiefs lost because I was like, dang, Broncos have a chance. Then, they got a chance. We're going to get to that later. Trust me. Sunday night. Cooper Rush and the Philadelphia Eagles. This defense for the Cowboys did not step up. They didn't step up today. On Sunday. They were the determining factor on this loss, including Cooper Rush. The run game, I don't know why they weren't utilizing the run game. The run game was working. To me, it was working the whole time. And they kept wanting to give the ball to Cooper Rush. For whatever reason, this game, the playbook was deep routes, deep throws, and Cooper Rush isn't known for that. I don't know what Kellen Moore was thinking here. The play calling, it was horrible. That's, I think, what ultimately, to be honest, kind of lost him the game. The play calling was just not friendly to Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush needs short throws, check downs, open up the run game. A lot of receivers on the field. They were just putting deep throws, waste of plays, honestly. Waste of drives. They weren't utilizing the run game. I think the play calling really kind of lost them the game. It made Cooper Rush look trash, but that's not what Cooper Rush does. He doesn't throw deep, So, if there's anyone to blame, I'm blaming Kellen Moore because he called a horrible game. Horrible. No excuse there. The defense for the Cowboys also was not playing at a high level until Lane Johnson got hurt. Lane Johnson, because he got hurt, then Micah Parsons started bullying that little second string right tackle. He started bullying him. He was losing every time. If he didn't have a chip or a double team, that right tackle was losing. A big determining factor as well for the Eagles this game, and the reason why they're still undefeated, they can continue to keep the chains moving. The amount of third downs that the Eagles converted is what really, I think, made them win this game. Because they didn't really get that many third downs, but the third downs that they needed to get is what matters. And this team, I mean, they expect to win. You know, the Eagles expect to win. They get into that fourth quarter and, you know, they're coming to win. You know, they believe they're going to win. They execute at a high level. And they make plays. Cooper Rush had 3 interceptions. You can't have that. You just can't have that. But because he had those 3 interceptions, it's hard not to put the blame on him, you know? He threw 2 really bad ones. One of them, it was on him. The other 2 interceptions, he threw those due to the horrible play calling. I don't blame Cooper Rush for this loss. I blame Kellen Moore all the way. And Mike McCarthy. But it's a little frightening for the Eagles that they could barely beat the Cowboys. You know, when you have huge differential in the turnover battle and you're playing Cooper Rush. Eagles got a little lucky on this game, but, you know, that doesn't matter. You know why? Because they got the dub. It doesn't matter how you get the dub. As long as you get the dub, whatever you did in the game doesn't matter. Because you got the dub. This isn't like, you know, basketball, baseball, where there's a lot of games. There's 17 games. If you get a dub, you get a dub. Straight up. I mean, it doesn't matter how you get it. So the Eagles, 6-0. Let's see who's going to knock them off, Then we're going to get to Monday night. Chargers, Broncos, prime time. Man. Oh, they teased me, man. They teased me. First quarter, we were balling out. 10 points. I'm like, wow, we're going to get a season high. And I mean, I've never seen an offense so just unprepared, not executing. It's just horrible, dude. Horrible. We gave the Chargers the ball first. We won the coin toss, and we decided to kick. Chargers, they didn't do anything. They punt us the ball. First play of the game of offense by the Broncos. Penalty. We lead the league in penalties. We lead the league in drop passes. We lead the league in players on IR. It's hard to win a game when you lose a starter a game. You get crazy amount of penalties. You can't catch the ball. I mean, when you lead the league in those 3 stats, it's surprising that you even have a win. Latavius Murray, we just signed him from the Saints practice squad. And he was a plug-in play. Came in, did what he needed to do. Melvin Gordon had maybe 3 carries. He was all pissed because he didn't, get in the game. He's wondering why he's not playing. And he's wondering why the coaches don't trust him. And everyone wants to feel sorry for him. when you literally have the most fumbles in the league and you didn't even play 2 games technically, and you're mad that you're not in the game now. I mean, it's hilarious. He was literally getting mad when Latavius Murray or Mike Boone were getting first downs. How are you hating on fellow running backs on your team? You know, selfish. Selfish. That's what Melvin Gordon is. He's selfish. I never wanted him in Denver. I was so mad when they re-signed him. And he's going to get traded soon. He has to. I mean, just get him off the team. He should never have been re-signed. I mean, just get him out of here. No one wants him. I don't want him. The rest of the fans don't want him. I don't even know if other teams want him. He probably hasn't been traded because no one wants to trade for him. At this point, just release him, bro. Because I don't want him on the team. This receiving court, man. This playbook, the scheme, it doesn't work. We're not utilizing anyone's strength. Cortland Sutton is running like slants. Jerry Jeudy is running go routes. KJ Hamler is not being used. The tight ends in this playbook, they work amazing. This is a tight end playbook. But the receivers are not utilized correctly. Cortland Sutton didn't do anything. Jerry Jeudy didn't do anything. KJ Hamler had a nice deep ball, which was pretty underthrown. The offensive line, horrible. Coaches in the box, Nathaniel Hackett, Russell Wilson, the offensive line. The fact that no one out of those 4 that I just listed can read a blitz is frightening. Every third down that the Broncos had, they blitzed. And I say half of those, they got sacks. Time and time again. It's like you're a professional athlete and you can't see a blitz. That's pretty sad. No adjustments. The second half, the offense maybe got like 4 first downs. Russell Wilson played horrible. Apparently he was playing hurt. Everyone says you're hurt when you play. It's your best excuse. Oh, I played a bad game. Well, I played hurt. Whatever. Defense. The defense played amazing. But people don't realize. Everyone says, the Broncos are so trash. People don't realize. Look at the Chargers, man. The Chargers threw the ball like how many times? Justin Herbert threw the ball 57 times. And he didn't throw 1 touchdown. That is a NFL record for attempts without a touchdown in a winning game. And people are going to call the Broncos trash. We are trash. But the media and sports related to the NFL, they want the Chargers to be so good all the time. They want to talk about them. They want to talk about Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert, all time in his games that he's played, he has a losing record. You know what I mean? So, you want to talk so good about the Chargers. And the Chargers haven't done anything the last 4 years. Austin Eckler had 36 yards this game. And everyone's going to be like, oh, he did so good. He's so easy to play against. All he does is check downs and run up the middle. I mean, Justin Herbert didn't even complete any passes down the field. Check downs, short throws. He threw to Patrick Surtain one time. Patrick Surtain is a freaking lockdown corner. If you throw in his direction, you're either getting an incomplete pass, an interception, a pass breakup, or you're just wasting a play. No one is even throwing to this guy because they just don't even want to deal with the hassle of potentially having a negative play. So Patrick Surtain, I mean, he is on his way, man. He's on his way. We go to overtime and we win the coin toss. I'm like, okay, you know what? Go score a touchdown, man. Go score a touchdown. We score a touchdown. We go and score a touchdown, win the game, get out of there, get a division, win, go back to Denver. Instead, 3 and out. I'm like, okay, we lost. We punt them the ball. All they need is a field goal. They 3 and out. I'm like, okay, we're getting the ball back again. 3 and out. At this point, I'm getting pissed. Defense. I mean, they hold them 3 and out. I'm like, there's no way we're getting the ball 3 times. This is going to be the 3rd time we get the ball in overtime. They punt us the ball. And our gunner gets pushed into our punt returner. Fumble the game. Fumble the ball. And they get to, get a cheap little field goal to win the game. I mean, the offense had like 20, or I don't even know how many yards in the second half. They probably had like 50 total yards in 3 quarters. I mean, this team is in trouble. It looks unorganized, lack of a leadership, no accountability whatsoever, undisciplined. It's a joke. It's a pathetic joke. And I'm embarrassed to be a Broncos fan. I truly am. This loss stings. The Chargers are a team where we should always beat them, no matter the roster. And we couldn't do it. So it stings. That one hurts big time. And we play the Jets next, and I don't really see us. I see us getting blown out, to be honest. But yeah, man, that was week 6. How'd your team do? Were y'all's picks as good as mine? I was 7 for 14. Not too bad. 50%. A lot of upsets. So. But yeah, man. I'm excited. Really excited. So let's get back to picks of the week. Week 7. Almost getting halfway to the season, man. Almost getting halfway. Thursday night game, we got the Saints. We got the Cardinals. This is going to be a test for the Cardinals. I don't think Robbie Anderson is going to play this game. D-Hop is coming back. I do believe that the Cardinals are going to figure out what this offense needs to do. I got the Cardinals winning, but I don't got them winning by a lot. I think the Saints are going to hold their own. I really do. I think the Saints are going to, I just think the Cardinals are going to do a little bit more. And let's get on to Sunday. We got division game, Titans and the Colts. I got the Colts, man. I don't think the Titans are good. They're not a good team. The Colts have a good defense. And they can somehow put up points if Matt Ryan throws 57 times. So, I got the Colts, man. I don't like Tannehill's play. I think he's worse than Matt Ryan. Going for the Colts. Giants and the Jaguars. Man, the Giants have no business losing this game. No business. The Jaguars are a complete, horrible, unorganized team. The Giants, they need to keep this win streak going. I'm going with the Giants. The Bucks and the Panthers. I think I'm going to go with the Bucks. Just because I don't know the quarterback situation. I don't know if Sam Darnold, Baker Mayfield's coming back. I have no idea. And because of that alone, I'm picking the Bucks. But honestly, the offense for the Panthers just needs to be completely rebuilt. Because it's just, it doesn't work. They need to make some moves. The defense is too inconsistent, man. I don't think Tom Brady is gonna, have 2 really bad games. He's gonna, get his offensive line right. And they're gonna move the ball. I feel bad for the Panthers because I feel like the Bucks are gonna come out guns blazing. But I got the Bucks on that one. Hope the Panthers can beat the upset, though. It's a long shot. Packers and the Commanders. I think even with how horrible the Packers have been playing, they're just not as bad as the Commanders. Carson Wentz got hurt. What's his name? That one backup is playing. Taylor Heineke. I don't think he's gonna go out there and beat the Packers. If he does, the Packers are in trouble. If the Packers lose this game, they're in trouble. Like, their team sucks. Like, they are not doing anything this year if they lose this game. It's a big test game. Should have no business not winning against the against the Commanders here. No reason. The Lions and the Cowboys. Man, I think Prescott is going to have to come back. Unfortunately, if Cooper Rush doesn't lose, he's the starter. Because he lost, they're going to bring back Dak Prescott. And they're not going to bench Dak Prescott. He's going to be the starter the rest of the season. I have the Cowboys winning this game. But the Lions are not going to, get blown out. The Lions are going to be, I think this is going to be a close game. But the Cowboys are going to win. They have to. I don't trust this Lions defense to stop this Cowboys offense. It doesn't make sense. The Bengals and the Falcons. I got the Bengals. Falcons just got lucky on that 49ers game. The Bengals are going to put the pressure on them, and they're going to make the Falcons defense is not going to contain this high-powered Bengals offense. It's just not going to do it. This may be a really bad blowout. We got a division game with the Ravens and the Browns. Very excited with this game. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. No defense really is going to be played. I think that the Ravens are going to find a way to break this little, choke streak that they're doing. I think they're going to come out, win this game. But it's going to be close. It's going to be a close game. This is definitely going to be a 12 o'clock game that I'm going to watch. That and the Cowboys game. I'm going to watch both of those. We're moving on to the 3 o'clock games. We got the Texans and the Raiders. God, please, Texans. Just beat the Raiders. Do I think they're going to? No. The Raiders, they have no business losing this game. I just really hope that the Texans somehow beat them. It would be huge. They just need to win. Got the Raiders on that one. Texans, please upset them. Chargers and the Seahawks. Man. Who is going to watch this game? I got the Chargers on this one. I don't think the defense for the Seahawks is going to be able to contain this Chargers offense. Chargers offense is they're focused on the short plays. And that's this thing that the Seahawks can't control. I think the Chargers are going to put up a lot of points this game. They're not going to be able to stop Austin Eckler. And they're not going to be able to stop Keenan Allen. He's coming back. This could be a high-scoring game. Now that I think about it. I still got the Chargers. I really hope, I never thought I would say this, I really hope the Seahawks win. Because, the AFC West needs to lose as much as possible. Got the Chargers winning that. Kind of hope the Seahawks win. Chiefs and the 49ers. The Chiefs are going to win this game. 49ers, I really hope they come up with an upset. But there's no reason the Chiefs should lose this game. They're not going to lose 2 games in a row. That's just something that the Chiefs are not going to do. I feel sorry for the 49ers, but Chiefs, they're going to win this game, unfortunately. Really hope they lose. Come on, 49ers. Bring on the upset. Steelers and the Dolphins is Sunday night's game. Really stupid game. Tua's coming back, though. I do believe that the Dolphins are going to win this game if Tua plays. The Steelers have no reason to win this game. I don't think their defense is good enough to contain this offense from the Dolphins. This should be an easy win for the Dolphins. This should not be a close game. If it is, I still have the Dolphins winning, but this shouldn't be a close game at all. Man. The Jets and the Broncos, bro. I don't even think Russell Wilson is going to play this game. If he does, the offensive line is going to have trouble interior against the Jets' interior defensive linemen. They don't have edge rushers, luckily, but that interior is just so powerful. I don't think they have enough people in the secondary to cover the Broncos receivers. So if this is a game, if the Broncos are going to do good offensively, this would be the game. But I think that I don't know what we're going to do defensively against the Jets. The Jets have a very odd scheme. And we're either going to just lock them down completely, or we're going to get just destroyed. I think we're going to be able to contain them, though. Could be a close game. Could be a blowout. Either way, unfortunately, I'm not picking the Broncos, man. They don't deserve my pick. I got the Jets winning. Hope the Broncos win. You know? I just don't got them winning. They're playing too horrible, man, for me to pick them with confidence. You can't get less than 50 yards a half, especially in the second half. We're getting a lot of players back, though, off of injury. So, I don't know. We might be able to upset the Jets. The fact that you have to upset the Jets is pathetic. But I hope they can beat them, man. I really do. That's pretty much it, man. Week 6. Hopefully, like I said, everyone's team got the dub. Week 7. Pretty excited. A lot of good games again. Let me know what y'all's predictions are. Picks of the week. You know, like I said, I was 50% last week. Hopefully I'm above that this week. And this should be uploaded. I'm recording this right now on a Tuesday. Should be uploaded on a Wednesday. Check out the timestamps. It's going to have everything. But yeah, this should be uploaded on Wednesday. So y'all should be able to see it before the Thursday night game. And let me know, man. Hope everyone's team gets the dub again. Hopefully the Broncos, score more than a touchdown a game. And hopefully the Chiefs get, destroyed by the 49ers. Jimmy G's revenge game? Let's see. Either way, I will see y'all next Wednesday for Week 7 recap and Week 8 picks of the week. So, I will see y'all then.